Really good for the Bills when you've got a quarterback like that, but he has to take a lot of hits in the process, and it wears on him during the year, and it did last year during the season also.
Hand off to Cook. Jermaine. Allen is brought down. Hit hard by Jermaine Johnson.
Well, the Jets coming off the edge, they've got Michael Carter, the nickelback, who's coming, and I think Josh Allen feels that. Either he feels that or he sees the field open up, because his eyes drop a lot. And when he sees the field open up, he thinks he's got clear running. But Jermaine Johnson, who I think, when this season's said and done, provided he stays healthy, he's going to...
The Matador block did not work. 2nd and 14. Over to Lamb. Trying to spin out of it. There's nothing there as the Jets defense.
You know, it's not easy back there when they're just getting beat right away.
Delay give. Stevenson hit from behind and no gain to close.
Just gets there by a yard or two almost every time. Pacheco toss outside. Good play. Jermaine Johnson, second-year man out of Florida State, sets up 3rd down as we dive under 5 minutes in regulation.
Jermaine Johnson's had a nice night too. He is one of those athletic guys on the edge, and just watch him make people miss. I mean, that is tough when you've got people pulling out in front of him. Not Rashee Rice, but those big guys. But he's athletic.
To start the second half. Wilson in trouble, and down he goes. Johnson got there this time. Bryce Huff also helping out. And some boos from the fans in Denver.
The Jets defense is doing a great job of mixing up their coverages, or at least their coverage personnel. Sauce Gardner is down here to the near side, but you see Johnson getting home on Russell Wilson, but it's because Russell's not
a catch today for Denver. Wilson steps up. Chase from behind, and there goes the football. It's loose, and it goes out of bounds. Russell Wilson
to corral him in the backfield. 4 new Jets on the field, really rotating personnel, and here they bring the house towards Hurts. The pass is deflected and intercepted. Quinnen Williams, big man on the run to the 45-yard line. Dallas Goedert, the intended receiver, Jermaine Johnson, knocked it out of his hands and right into the midst of big Quinnen Williams.
Oh, buddy, this is incredible. They brought the house. Here comes the screen to the right, and then boom, it gets popped out by Johnson right to Quinnen Williams.
Hurts in trouble. A wobbler as he's hit, and it's intercepted. Bryce Hall with the pick. That pressure came late, forced a floater, and Hall with the interception. Jermaine Johnson got to Jalen Hurts and forced that one into the air.
I mean, this defense, that's why he's grinning. Look at this guy. I mean, look at the arm right there. Oh. Johnson with a monster play.
Berkeley, the running back. Robinson in motion. DeVito, pressure's coming, and he is sacked. Jermaine Johnson with his 3rd sack of the year.
Well, Tiki has talked all day about the depth, and Jermaine Johnson in the open about how impactful he has been. But right here, it's beating Daniel Bellinger right around the corner. I mean, that's a really difficult match.
You want this offense to look like in the second half. 2nd and 10, pressure's coming, and DeVito is sacked. Jermaine Johnson, again, the first to get there. Franklin Myers helping out. And I think Brian Dable had
4th round pick out of UCLA back in 2020, and now 2nd and 6. Just 3-man rush, and Herbert is sacked nonetheless. Jermaine Johnson was back there, Bryce Huff, Quinnen Williams, and they all met at number 10, a loss of 9 and a big sack. Exactly what the Jets defense needed.
Well, and this is only a 3-man rush. So you've got Jermaine Johnson, who has really been outstanding, and then Huff, number 47, he was really the main guy who was able to get the pressure, but then Jermaine Johnson comes in and finishes it off. And
with a chance to take the lead.
Connell in trouble, and he's brought down. The pressure came Quinnen Williams with the push at first, and Jermaine Johnson gets the sack for the Jets.
They just have fun, and Quinnen Williams, as usual, first one to get there, and he's literally lying right next to the quarterback. Grabs his foot, and that's going to allow it on the other side for Jermaine Johnson, who really has just been spectacular this year.
As Cook gets the handle, he did not start. They started Latavius Murray.
He wants to spread this defense out.
They're down at 10. Ritter in trouble. Down he goes. Jermaine Johnson gets up and celebrates.
Now this is the only problem. If you don't have success on those pass plays, now all of a sudden you're allowing these defensive ends, these defensive linemen to pin their ears back and get pressure on Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter, he felt that the...
Second down and 6. Ritter goes down. The pressure from Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson does a nice job of trying to flush out Desmond Ritter, but you just watch what happens with the play. Jake Matthews going against Michael Clemens, nothing doing, and then look at the play. Jermaine Johnson forces Desmond Ritter to act like Bijan Robinson making a cut, but he's not Bijan Robinson, so he falls down, and Jermaine Johnson catches a pitch on Tony Adams.
There's Cordero Patterson, cuts to the outside, and he is run down by Jermaine Johnson. So the Falcons will punt it away.
This is one where Desmond Ritter, he has to change what happens. Just watch the way the defense is going to step up, set the edge. Jermaine Johnson is not going to let Cordero Patterson get out there. So you have to change the defense. You see a wide end, and you're trying to run a toss play or stretch.
Here in Miami. That's a handoff. Mostert is backed up by that Jets front, led by Jermaine Johnson. So you saw McDonald. It's first and 20. Waddle stream.
In week 16 of the season, now Way is going to punt, and that one is blocked. It caroms out of bounds right around the 10. Jermaine Johnson got a hand on the football for the Jets. What a start for Johnson. Remember, he had the pressure on the interception thrown by Howell. And how about a blocked punt less than 3 minutes later?
It's been a disaster here for Washington. Just really not a good effort from Terrell Burgess, the fullback on the punt team, but it's almost been on every snap.
Second and goal. On the ground, probing, nothing. Jerome Ford stopped there by Jermaine Johnson. So the Browns
against this Browns defense, but maybe a low-scoring game. Browns offense continue to shine.
Off play action, a little flip there, and then it's picked off. That's Jermaine Johnson is going to take it all the way to the end zone. So in dire need of something great to happen, the Jets get just that. Just before the 2-minute warning, as Johnson, the second-year guy out of Florida State, one of the first-round picks last year, takes it to the end zone.
Watch him elevate, come down, and then get back up and knock that ball into the air. What an athletic play by Jermaine Johnson at 6'5", 265 pounds, and then the speed to run away from Njoku. So just when we start Cooper not out there, this offense has not been the same without Elijah Moore.
Run a draw. They stuffed that one at the line of scrimmage.
Field position here. You know, special teams thinks about field position. We'll see what happens if they get something less.
Well, that'll take care of that thought. Another sack for the Jets. Jermaine Johnson, the most improved player on defense, according to Robert Saleh, gets another sack. That's 7.5 for him this year.
Yeah, and he's going to be working on City Sau, the right guard. Gets a little swim move, and Sau just leans forward.